Fluffy, you are so wonderful. We are approaching that time of year that is so glorious, Halloween. And you know how much I love Halloween and the Beatles, because they go together like peas and carrots. Yes, they do. Hello, everybody. Fluffy, you go over there. Hello. Yes, it's me, your host, Matthew Street. I know you didn't recognize me, and I know you're very frightened right now, but that's okay, folks. This is just a temporary little fun thing I'm doing, because, folks, I just got the idea for a video today, and I said, man, oh, man, I forgot to put these on. I don't know, that would look kind of cool, huh? What do you think? These used to light up. I think I got them at an AC/DC concert one time. Anyway, folks. Oh, where's my glasses? I can't see anything. Oh, there we go. Hey, folks. Oh, man. Folks, it's Matthew Street. Welcome to my channel, and we are at that time of the year. Halloween is fast approaching, and boy, oh boy, do I love Halloween, and do I love the Beatles, and I did a video not too long ago about the Beatles in autumn, and I said the Beatles in autumn, they go together like peas and carrots, just like in Forrest Gump. Peas and carrots, Jenny. Anyway, Halloween and the Beatles, to me, go together like peas and carrots, because Halloween's in the autumn and the fall, and the Beatles and the whole thing, and I just love it. And folks, it goes back to my childhood. I have loved Halloween. Wow, it's always been that special time of year. When you're a little kid especially, it's right up there with Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all the good holidays. It's just, Halloween is like, it's it, you know? And back then, growing up, folks, I remember I wanted to be a Beatle. I wanted to have a Beatles costume. I wanted to have, remember they made those Beatles costumes in the mid-'60s? Oh, I kind of missed the boat, because by the time I was getting old enough to want my own costume, they were probably out of production, and I couldn't get one. They weren't manufacturing Beatles Halloween costumes anymore, so I would have to wear what my parents got me. Could be some silly outfit, or dressed up like a zebra or something, or some crazy thing. And but boy, don't you have those great fond memories of Halloween with family and the candy and all that fun stuff? Folks, I do. I loved Halloween. I absolutely did. And it got me thinking, what are some really scary Beatles songs that, whether they scare me now or they frighten me a little more back when I was younger? But I started thinking, for Halloween, what are some of the scariest Beatles songs? Well, when I really started thinking about it, what songs scared me, there really isn't too many in the early Beatle years. When you think about it, the Beatles were all about joy and happiness and love and positivity and everything. Well, maybe Mr. Moonlight. Yeah, maybe Mr. Moonlight, you could say, is kind of scary. All right, I'm just kidding, folks. All right, not Mr. Moonlight. It's okay. Not one of my favorite early Beatles songs, but there's not a lot of scary early Beatles songs. But as you get into the later period Beatles, mid to late period, that scary factor starts to pick up a little bit. So here are Matthew Street's top scary Beatles songs. And they will be in order, in the sense that I think there's about 10 of them. And when you start with number 10, the scare factor is pretty low. It's more the subject matter, if you get my drift. But I'll explain them as we go along. See what you think. Play along. Am I right? Am I wrong? Did I miss one? Let me know. I'm just having fun with it, folks. So, number 10. I'll say Norwegian Wood. Oh, okay. Don't get mad at me here. I love Norwegian Wood. One of my favorite Beatles songs of all time. But it's probably what puts it on the list at number 10 is the subject matter. It's about arson. Let's be honest, okay? There's a little bit of arson going on in there in that song. I love the song. It's fabulous, but it is a little bit scary in that sense. But, okay, so you get my drift. I'm stretching it a little bit for number 10. All right, number 9 has to do with offing someone. I won't say the word, because I don't know if YouTube gets mad at that word here, but Maxwell's Silver Hammer, number 9, is kind of scary. The subject matter. The song is bright, cheery. I mean, it's all upbeat, positive. Let's dance around and kick our feet up. But the subject matter puts it at my number 9 because it's about getting rid of someone in a very horrible way with a silver hammer. So, all right, I get it. I'm stretching a little bit for number 9. Okay, let's try number 8 then. See what you think about number 8. Within You, Without You on Sgt. Pepper. I like the song. A lot of people don't like, it's like their least favorite song on Sgt. Pepper, but for me, I really love Within You, Without You. However, I will say when I was younger, when that song would come on, when side 2 would kick in and that song would come on with the Indian instrumentation, it seemed otherworldly to me. It was very haunting, the vocals, especially George's vocals on Within You, Without You. Very mood-inducing, and sometimes it could be in a little bit of a frightening way when you're a young kid. So I'm going to put Within You, Without You at number 8. See what you think, all right? Number 7, scariest Beatles songs of all time. I'm going to go with I Am the Walrus from Magical Mystery Tour. Yep. Now, it's, again, one of the greatest Beatles songs ever done, but I'm just going back to my younger years, and I think about I Am the Walrus and just some of the imagery and lyrics and the way it's sung, the way John's voice is mixed and stuff like that. Kind of frightening at points. Okay, so I'm going to put that one at number 7. Let's go with number 6. Tomorrow Never Knows from Revolver. You might be saying, Matt, are you crazy? That was so groundbreaking with the backwards tapes and all that. I agree. It's a great song. One of my favorites on Revolver. I wish it was double the length. It ends too soon. I love it so much. However, with the backwards tapes, and it has that raga Indian beat, the one note drone sound, Indian beat. Tomorrow Never Knows, and John's otherworldly vocals, the way his vocals are mixed, again, like George's and Within You, Without You, very kind of out of this world vocals, can be a little bit frightening on a dark night when you're all alone and it's pitch black. Okay, so Tomorrow Never Knows is going to be my number 6. All right, number 5. I think I'll go with Blue Jay Way from Magical Mystery Tour, George song. It's just the whole mood of it, the subject matter, the fog upon L.A. and the friends lost their way. I mean, you wouldn't want to be lost in the fog at night in L.A. today, okay, or many other major cities here in the U.S., okay? Very frightening prospect. So Blue Jay Way gets number 5. All right. Number 4. I think I'll go with, and it's not so much the song itself, it's a really cool grooving song, but the ending brings it up to this point, to number 4. I Want You, She's So Heavy from Abbey Road. Wow. The song itself I like. I want you. Boom, 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 boom. It's a groove. It's groovy, baby. But when you get to that end part, dun, 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 dun. I mean, that's ominous. Okay, it's scary. All right? Right, Fluffy? Calm me down, Fluffy. It's scary. So I'm going to give I Want You, She's So Heavy, number 4. Number 3, we're getting to the top 3, folks. This song is always, from when I was younger, it always, I remember having this album on, and this song would come on, and if it was dark, and I was alone in a room or something, I remember just, especially when it got to the end part where there's like a wailing scream and a moan at the end. Oh boy, it can be scary, especially as you're older, when you're an adult and you have a couple of adult beverages or something and you're a little bit loopy. And it's scary. And it's Long, Long, Long from the White Album by George. Oh boy, that eerie organ and the way George sings it. And like I said, get to the end of it when that wailing, horrible moan comes in. Ooh, it's like the Wolfman's coming or something. It's just scary, man. It's scary, okay? So it gets number 3 on Matthew Street's Beatles top scariest songs of all time, okay? All right, Long, Long, Long. Number 2. Got to go to Helter Skelter, also from the White Album. Boy, this White Album's kind of scary. Anyway, Helter Skelter from the White Album. Folks, it's a great song. They're one of their hardest heaviest rockers, acid rock ever, but that's why it makes it scary. It's like that heavy acid rock. It's when it fades back in at the end there, you think the song is ending and then it starts coming back in with those weird sounds and loopy stuff coming in and scary, and then Ringo, yeah, I got blood on my face. Just picture the blood and the blisters all broken open. I don't know, just scary to me. So I'm going to give Helter Skelter number 2. But my number 1 scariest Beatles song is because I was in my dorm room once in the Air Force with my roommate. And we were in there, we had a couple of beers or something, we might have been a little bit buzzing or some Beatle buzzing, and lying there. And we used to listen to a lot of music and stuff, new stuff, old stuff. But we had this album on, the White Album. So I think you know the song. Again, this White Album, kind of scary. Revolution 9 came on and we listened to it all the way through, just lying there. And man, there was just some points in that song where you thought the world was ending. It was like, get me out of here. Oh, Fluffy, help me, huh? Oh, Fluffy. I'm so frightened. Anyway, that's my number 1. Revolution 9 from the White Album is the number 1 to me, Matthew Street. You may have a different thought about it, but scariest Beatles song of all time. For many reasons. It's scary. It sounds scary and it's just scary, okay? Yeah, if that's considered a Beatles song, then yeah, I'm scared, all right? All right, folks, that's it. Just a fun, quick video today. I hope you enjoyed this. Happy Halloween. It's coming up soon, and I will see you soon. Love you all. Bye-bye.